Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just... What is going on, crypto fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Nightcap. We're doing this every Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we bring you some of the most important market news as well as technical analysis that you can actually use. And we got a lot to talk about. We did talk about a very significant level of support that we bounced off of yesterday. And now we're kind of making our move up towards another trend line that we talked about yesterday. So 2 for 2 there. But we also have a very special guest on today. None other than our man, Crypto Blood. He's in the house today. Let's go ahead and bring him up along with, the hostess was the mostest, Detroit's own. Actually, we got both the Detroit's own here. FD White. Let's go. Yeah, we got our own sounds here, Blood. We got our own sounds.
I'm taking off.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'll fire back at you. I'll fire back at you. Let's go.
All right.
Oh, God. That just went down. Did we just have like a battle, an audio battle? Let's do it.
Yeah.
We talk like security of the world, Craig. Not just the city, the world.
The world. I love that one.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
That's one of my favorites. Blood, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? I appreciate you for coming on with us. How's everything going?
Hey, man. Just chilling, man. Just chilling. Day before the holiday. I ain't got much going on. There ain't much to it. Just chilling today, man. Nothing much today.
Yeah. Right on, man. Appreciate you for coming on. FD,
sure.
My dude, what's up with you, man? We missed you yesterday. How's everything going?
Everything's going good, man. I was, doing some family stuff. Came home and went right to bed. Got up early and started the day. So it's looking good. Bitcoin is pumped again. So we can go into Thanksgiving a little bit happier. We was a little bit sad yesterday. Going down. Everybody was sad at 92K. Like, come on, yo, we got to zoom out.
I'm about to say I wasn't sad at all. Like, you're sitting over $90,000 Bitcoin. This is the greatest Thanksgiving ever. I'm just saying.
It is, man. But yeah, I'm good.
Hey, though, Blood, I'm saying we talked about some things on your show, man, and that played out. Almost to a T. We were talking about getting up to that psychological number. Sure enough, got a little bit of a pullback. Came right down to the channel. I mean, fire. Let's go. Yep. All right.
Good.
Here we go. You know what we like to do here. Give some shout outs in the chat here. Username, he's in there. Number 1 in the chat. I see you, man. How you doing? Crypto Mar, what is up? Dropping those emojis. Heart. He said, what's up, Nightcap? What's up to you, man? Thanks for being here. The Dusty Hunt. How you doing?
What do you think this is right here? What do you see this old English D on my head right here, bro? You see that? That's the Tigers, baby. I wear Tigers. I wear a little. Every once in a while I wear some Lions, but I'm a Tigers fella over here.
I like the Detroit D, man. That's I like that.
That's legendary.
It is.
I like the Red Wing. That's my favorite logo in Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
I
Red
respect
Wings
that.
too. Yeah.
I mean, I like hockey. Dude, I love going to hockey games. You ever gone to hockey games?
I've been to one hockey game, and
Bro.
it was the best
It's
night
great.
of entertainment
Thank
that
you.
I've seriously. So
Yes.
I'm FD. You're gonna see me and Anton Daniels at the Red Wings game. I'm going, baby. I'm
Bro.
going this season.
TradeFly en route. I will fly my ass out there. Let's do it. I'm down. I'll go with you guys. All right. Here we go. Let's see. We got Crypto Heli in here. What's up, dude? How you doing? Trade Intuition. My man's knocking out a park. He's part of the squad now, so he's running a show here on the channel as well, giving you guys some trade setups. Absolute fire. You better tune in. He's doing it right. All right. Who else we got here? Scrolling down. Wix White Fine 89. She's our latest moderator. What's up, lady? She's here every night. Her and the hubby, Wick 5, 8, and 9. Those two, they're the best. Alexandra G's in the house, the best mod around. She's my SoCal lady. She's in here. And who else we got here? You guys are just tearing up the chat right now. Dropping some blood emojis. I dig that. We got some bingo bango emojis in here. FD's logo. All kinds of stuff. Who else? Who else?
That red
There it
tiger.
is.
That's a D. Oling English D is going crazy. I need to steal that emoji.
Bro, so did you see what we did with the hat? How we took FD's his F and then like put it with the D. Oh man, that's, I ain't gonna say. It might have been me though. All right, so all right, going down. We got Piper in here. What's up, dude? How you doing? Of course, she's talking that smack. Late start must be TradeFly. LOL. I got you, man. I'm gonna talk to you later. All right. Who else? Who else we got in here? Harp. If I don't know if I gave you a shout out or not. What's up, brother? How are you? And then Crypto Chef's in here dropping some emojis. Al Jr. There he is. My dude. All right. I think that about wraps it up. If I didn't shout you out, give me a shout out in the chat. I'll say what's up to you later on. Whew. All right. Well, first up, you guys know the new segment that we do around here. It is now a fan favorite, and we crushed it yesterday. I'll bring that up and show it to you, but let's get this going. All right, you guys don't want that. Here we go. We got everybody up now. Let's go to the order history. You can see we had a sell, and last night's daily Degen was insane. We went hard in the paint with a 50x play on XLM for 73%. Let's go. All right, so here we go. We're going to find another one. Blood, you're the guest tonight. I'm going to let you choose a random altcoin, man. It's dealer's choice. Whatever you're feeling in your heart, throw it out there. As long as it's on Blowfin, we'll make a play on that tonight.
Sand, baby, sandbox.
Sand it is.
All right. Today on sand.
Here we go. Sand is up. Let's go ahead. We're on the 5 minute. Let's look at the 15. All right. It looks like it's pulling back a little bit. It's gotten under the moving average. Again, I kind of use this as a loose VWAP, right? So when you get below the VWAP, a lot of times you'll see a little bit of a trend. Same, top side. You get the point. All right. Looking at the RSI, that is still trending down and right. And it looks like the MACD wants to cross, but it ain't quite there yet. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys in the chat what you guys are feeling. Again, this is a Degen segment, so we don't do a whole lot of TA. We just go for it. That's the fun in this. So what are you guys feeling in the chat here? I see a 76% long. Did you guys vote before you even looked? Before you even knew what we were going to put money on? Like, this is my money. And you guys are just, let's go long. Let's go long. Let's just do it.
I think because you got the poll up right at the start or even before we went live, I think a lot of people probably just voted. Not even knowing what was going on.
They don't look, and now it's going up more. It's now the 78%. These people are crazy. All right, you know
Degens,
what?
Baby, Degens.
They're bulltards. That's what I call them. They just go long all the time, all the time. All right, that's fine. It's fine. Whatever the people want. I'm a man of the people. Unlike someone else I watched today, he didn't want to give them what they wanted. Holding leverage too, man. He was holding leverage. I was disappointed. I was watching someone today. I ain't gonna say who because I want to be nice, but he was holding leverage over the people that were watching him. They're like, "We ain't gonna give it to you. We don't get what we want. We're not gonna give you what you want." And I was like, "Really? That's tough. That's tough." All right, that's all right though. Not here. What we're gonna do? Let's see. Little I'm not going to go as hard as I went yesterday, but let's throw $25 at it. We'll throw $25 at it, 50x, and buy long. What's up?
Trade. I was saying that's a pretty big trade, man.
Yeah, well, we just did it. All right, it is what it is. FD, ain't no stopping me now. No, I went with 100 yesterday, 100 USDT. So that thing popped. Yeah, all good, man. Live my life at the, like to live dangerously around here. Shout out to Alex O, my man. He's the one with the call yesterday, so he crushed it. He got me some money in my piggy bank. I'm gonna buy you a beer next time I see you. Cool. All right, that's the daily Degen.
Canadians
What's up?
Can drink beer?
They they play hockey and they play in the snow and I drink beer. I thought that's what they do.
My man Alex O. Shout out to my man Alex.
Alex is good people's, man. I love Alex. Straight up. Like, I hit him up yesterday and I was like, hey man, I'm in a pickle. He was like, I got you. And he just showed up and jumped on with me. It was cool. All right, let's get into some of the news here. First thing we got up is the SEC has filed the Bitwise, and this is in the way, 10 crypto index ETF. And that includes Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, ADA, AVAX, let's go AVAX, Link, BCH, Uni, and DOT. Here is the weighted average. All right, so you can see how it's broken up here. Polkadot is actually sneaking in there with a 0.3%, but hey, very, very interesting to see. And this is actually kind of funny because when new people come into the space and like, hey, what should I invest in? This is kind of similar to what I would do when I'm saying, hey, why don't you break out your portfolio, have a little bit of exposure to some altcoins. Most of it should be Bitcoin. Vast, the bigger majority after that should be Ethereum, and then you kind of just break it up. But look at Solana. Look at how they're prioritizing Solana now at 4.3%. What's up?
Zooming in a little bit, TradeFly.
Zoom in? All right, let me see what I can do here.
On the Twitter.
On the Twitter. All right.
On the X, I'm sorry.
The Twitter. All right, here you go.
See those breakdowns.
Can you see it?
I don't know. Yeah, a little bit better, I guess.
All right. I can read it off to you. This will be a quick run through. Bitcoin's at 75%. Ethereum is at 16%. Solana at 4%. XRP at 1.5%. Cardano at 0.6%. AVAX at 0.5%. Chainlink at 0.4%. We'll call it Bitcoin Cash at about 0.4%. Uniswap at about 0.3%. And Polkadot also at about 0.3%. So there you go. Bitcoin Cash. I'm not going to lie. That's kind of surprising for me to see that one on there. Uniswap, that's been getting crushed. But I don't know. I mean, there's a couple things on there. I say that the last three.
In the new administration.
What's up?
Because regulatory. I said Uni will do better in Trump's administration with
I can see that.
regulatory clarity.
I could see that. I'd say those last three could be replaceable. But that's just my thoughts on it. All right. So, I mean, that's cool, man. I'd say that's bullish for anything that's listed on that list. That's good news. And so I would be willing to bet if we go over to the bubbles that most of those assets have probably moved in a positive direction today, just based on some of the news that comes out. So one of the reasons we like to cover this stuff, because it does have an influence on price action. And then what else do we got here? Crypto Quant reports that the current BTC cycle has yet to see significant FOMO from retail investors. So, it's very, very interesting because I hear a lot of people saying that, retail hasn't really come back. I think retail is coming back because I got friends that are hitting me up, grandparents, like legitimately, like family members are like, hey, should I invest in the Bitcoin? I'm like, you should have done it 2 years ago. But yeah, no harm in doing a DCA, go ahead, get some exposure because you can just buy that all the way down and buy it all the way back up again. That's my recommendation at this point. I can never say ape in to Bitcoin right now because it's at $90-some thousand. It doesn't sound like the savvy move unless you're Michael Saylor. He don't give an F. That man is just, I'll buy the top, I'll buy the bottom, the middle. It doesn't matter. I'm just buying Bitcoin. And he is definitely of the mind that Bitcoin is going to go up. It just doesn't matter, right? His end state is own as much Bitcoin as possible, period, end. And that's his goal. And so far so good for that man. He is wealthy. MicroStrategies has been doing very well. They did have a nice little pullback though. I think they dropped about 30% or somewhere around there. $30 billion.
Going to run MicroStrategies into the ground.
Oh, here's a take. Let's go. All right. So
he's gonna run that shit into the ground.
All right. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. I'm listening. What's your thought there?
Well,
Why do you think that is?
If you guys saw my last few videos, actually, I think last Friday I might have talked about MicroStrategies and did a deep dive on why I feel like MicroStrategies is really over leveraging themselves, and the way they're doing it is in a manner where it's basically a pyramid Ponzi scheme, because they need new buyers to come in for it to continue at the valuation that it's at now. I think I saw our guy Army Piper say he was doubling down on this pullback, which he might be right in the short term. Like buying here off of 30% off 30% off the highs is not bad.
It's not crazy.
Probably you'll probably see a bounce. You'll probably see a bounce and make some money, but you look out to me 2 years, 3 years, the math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. You have basically MicroStrategies trading at, I think it's like 4x or almost 5 times the multiple of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Why? That does not make any sense.
Hey,
and
man,
all it's doing is holding Bitcoin.
I had the same thing about NVIDIA. And that thing just kept going through the moon.
No. NVIDIA is different. NVIDIA is different because NVIDIA actually has revenue. That actually has EBITDA. It has a reason for it to be in the stratosphere. Like every company has to use their chip, right? And they're behind. Their supply is actually they're behind the demand curve for their chips. So no, they've got booked revenue. I can see why they're where they are. But MicroStrategies, a software engineering company, what the hell what software y'all making? Y'all ain't making shit. Y'all just buying Bitcoin. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is not a long-term recipe for success. It's not. Not for a business. For individual, sure. Have some Bitcoin. It doesn't yield anything, but it is a hedge against inflation. A measurement of U.S. liquidity. I get it. That's cool. It will outperform a lot of asset classes. But when you're in the major league TradeFly, and you got a board of directors, you got to report to, you got shareholders, you got earnings per share. Where's the earnings? If you're just buying Bitcoin, that's not. I'm telling you, it's not a recipe that will pan out for you in the future. I'm just saying.
So blood. What price? Is it like, okay, maybe we're in trouble now? At what Bitcoin price would MicroStrategy start to?
It's not the price that's going to make them be in trouble. It's the price of their stock. See, it has to do more so with their floating shares, outstanding shares they have, and that equation not balancing out with the amount of debt they've raised to buy the Bitcoin. It's not so much Bitcoin. It's if Wall Street finally wakes up and sees that it's multiple times more valuable, or the performance multiple times more than Bitcoin itself, in this so-called intelligent leverage that they're doing. It's a bunch of bullshit, bro. And it's gonna end up just like he did. History doesn't rhyme, but it doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. He slammed MicroStrategies into the ground, got sued by the SEC in 2000 for fraud, cooking the books. I'm sorry, bro. It's not a popular opinion, but CB, I'm gonna stick to what I know.
Right on, man. So at some point, do you think that company becomes unprofitable and he starts using?
It's not profitable now.
Yeah, well, I'm saying minus.
They don't make money now.
Minus the Bitcoin. Minus the Bitcoin.
That's not a revenue. That's not a revenue stream. They don't make money now.
You look at the last earnings report. When it comes down, I understood. I'm buying that. I'm picking up what you're putting down. But when it comes down to it, they're net profitable, right? The money they invested into Bitcoin and what it is worth or valued at now is worth more.
No, they're not net. No, they're not net profitable. You have to realize that profit. That's unrealized. It's not. They're not net
that is
profitable.
okay. That is true.
Yep.
That is true.
Yep.
All right, I'm buying that too. But let's say they get into. It sounds like they're already going in this direction, is what you're saying. So you're saying that they're not profitable. How else do they keep the doors open unless they realize the profit from the Bitcoin to offset the rest of the business?
What does that do? That makes the price of Bitcoin go down. It's a recursive loop that they've gotten themselves into.
I see what you're saying.
Your cake and eat it too. Yeah.
But as Bitcoin's price goes up, I think and their shares are going up, they're selling those floating shares at a premium. So I think that's where a lot of those profits are coming in. And then they're, that's where a lot of the profits are coming from. So it's not like they're selling like a product or they got like some software that they're doing. It's just the investments that they're how they're
it's a Ponzi scheme.
How they are maneuvering.
It's a Ponzi scheme, FD. I'm sorry, it's a Ponzi scheme.
I got to do a little bit more research, but from the way I perceive it, so how would this stop? Because a Ponzi scheme, one thing has to stop in order for the whole thing to collapse. So what has to stop? Enlighten me as to what would have to crash or what would have to stop. Because you said it's not Bitcoin. So what would have to stop in order for this to crumble? What would have to go wrong?
Demand for their shares.
Okay.
So people stop buying their shares. It starts to fall. It starts to fall apart.
The only way people will stop buying their shares is if Bitcoin comes down, because people are buying MicroStrategy as a proxy for Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin price keeps going up, and it would inevitably
right. I hear you, but the reason they're going to stop buying is because they're going to realize, which I told people 2 years ago, is that you no longer need. And again, I know I sound like a Peter Schiff because I was right too early, 2 years. If you would have listened to me, you would have been out of 1,000x or 500x, whatever, right? So I understand, but in the end, I'm gonna be right. You can't listen. If people stop buying their shares, then it's going to unwind everything, in my opinion. And people are starting to realize you don't need to buy MicroStrategy to be to have exposure or risk into Bitcoin asset class. You can just buy the ETF.
I mean, but it's almost like a leveraged play of Bitcoin. Yeah. Like people are using it in that sense.
How is it a leveraged play? How is it
a leveraged play? It's not technically. It's just like the way that it's been moving has been exponential in relation to Bitcoin price. I don't know why. Sure. I can't explain it. I'm just saying that's the way it's been utilized.
There is no reason. So it's going. Markets always revert back to parity, right? That's what markets look for, right? They look for parity. They look for that equilibrium. So
regress to the mean, baby. That's what I say.
Reverse to the mean, right? Regress to the mean. So when it regresses to the mean, as it might be right now, we'll see. Man, it's gonna look ugly. It's gonna look ugly.
Interesting.
Interesting. I got a question before we move on. So if MicroStrategy, because you said Bitcoin, it's not really a Bitcoin problem, it's a MicroStrategy problem. So let's say this: if MicroStrategy starts to crash, do you think it's going to have an effect on Bitcoin?
Good question. Good question. I'm not too sure because I don't think. It just depends on how bad it gets with MicroStrategy stock. Like if they really take like a 60-70% haircut, they're going to be forced to potentially do some things. Now, it would have to come down a lot. I haven't done the numbers. I haven't looked at in detail FD to tell you what price they would need to shuffle some things around. I think we're way far from those prices. Mm-hmm. But again, the problem is you still need new money to come in. And, you start hearing things like Army Piper saying infinite money glitch. Those are bubbles. Those types of terms are bubbles. Michael Saylor did not find an infinite money glitch. He just
500 million a day.
Bro.
He bullied himself into and convince a lot of people, because he got a lot of footprint. He's convinced a lot of people to believe in buying his stock over just buying spot Bitcoin or a Bitcoin ETF. When the markets finally realize they can just buy Bitwise or whatever other ETF, BlackRock, and get the same exposure, actually more representative exposure, then they're going to do that. You got to think, if someone bought the top on this last pullback with MicroStrategy, right? So someone
MicroStrategies did.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
But
like,
you're right. You're right. But someone probably also bought the stock, right? Thinking they were getting exposure to Bitcoin. Why? Okay, they bought the stocks thinking they're going to get exposure to Bitcoin and lost 30% of them. Well, they didn't realize it, but they're down 30% of their money right now.
Bitcoin
that shit ain't going to work long term. Yeah. Bitcoin is near all-time highs.
I told about that like yesterday. Kind of the same thing. Like the retail starts coming back, they get all bullish. Everyone's like, "Oh, MicroStrategy is outperforming Bitcoin. That's how you can get exposure." Bam! Welcome to the game. 30%. Yeah. How you doing? Yeah. You know, because the people that have been in MicroStrategies that were ahead of the game, you know, they're taking that profit. Yeah, it's 600%. I'm gonna realize the profit. Hell yeah.
For sure. So the other thing though, really quickly, is that what people in today's episode of My Two Satoshis on my channel, guys, I talked about and broke down the fact that I think Bitcoin has already been manipulated by 10x, meaning we should be near $900,000 Bitcoin today. See, they fooled us. They put the wool over our heads. See, we're excited because we're at $96,000. We should be at $960,000 today, because they've manipulated. They've come in, BlackRock and all the Wall Street guys have, and this started in 17, 18ish. The manipulation started. Their plan started way back then to basically co-opt and take over the price of Bitcoin, not the value. Value and price are different. Bitcoin's value is still very, very high. Yeah, very high. But the price is highly, highly suppressed. I would have never thought in 2017, if you would have told me we got CBOE futures, we got Bitcoin ETF futures, we got Bitcoin spot, we got Ethereum ETF spot. Do we have a spot on ETF? Yeah, we have a spot ETF on Ethereum, right? We got ETF futures Ethereum contract. All this stuff, bro. And you're telling me we're not even at 100,000. I mean, we're near it, but we haven't even passed $100,000. No, man. They've already taken over the price of Bitcoin, and we've been fooled, and we're excited over 96,000 when we should be at 960,000.
You also got to look at the but we after we got to move on after this, but you also have to look at the global liquidity too, because that makes a big difference. Like if you layer the money supply or the global liquidity over like Bitcoin, like
good point. I didn't even say that. I didn't even add that in there. We had $6-7 trillion worth of money printed and injected directly into the economy in 2022. And you're telling me with all of those things I just said, no, man, they suppressed it. It's over. They've compromised it. They've got hold of it. It's going to be gold COMEX 2.0. That's what we're living in. Round of applause.
Quick shout out. We got a few super chats in here. Piper, he said FASB change. Google what it is. So I started looking that up, just kind of read up on it a little bit. But Crypto Billy also dropped a super chat. What up? He's our unofficial sponsor here. We love Billy and that whole team there, Billy Goat Tales. And then Retro Mike Tech, thanks for everything you guys do for the crypto space. And he dropped a $10 super chat. So thank you very much, Mike. We appreciate you. Thank you. It's, again, much, much appreciated. You guys are awesome. We do really, really enjoy having you guys in the chat. It's like a little family here. So it's good times with you guys. We got to do though, man. This was a great conversation, but it's time. We got a fourth guy that we got to bring up here. Mr. Elmer Fudd.
Uh-oh.
All right, here we go. So, from the Kabishi letter, you know, that's my daily home for the FUD, right? The Fed's worst nightmare is officially here. Today's data confirms all three inflation metrics are back on the rise. For the first time since February 2022, core CPI, PCE, and PPI inflation are now rising at the same time. Here's the question of the day, and I will pose this to both of you. We'll start with FD, and then we'll go over to Blood. Did the Fed just spark a new wave of inflation? Dun-dun-dun.
You know what, man? They've the credibility of the Fed has kind of, already been like, since they said inflation was transitory, it's kind of been like, okay, we don't believe you. We just waiting for CPI day and interest rate hike day in order for you to, let us know what to do and how to be positioned. But for the most part, anything other than that, like nobody's really like, I don't think people believe. And that's why the 10-year yield is doing what it's doing now, because, inflation risks are still high in the future. So they don't know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing, So I don't even look at anything the Fed does anymore. I don't even care about anything they do anymore, to be completely honest with you. Of course, I have to keep it on my radar, because I got to be in tune, investor. But for the most part, I don't think they know what they're doing. I think they're just winging it. And like, I think Blood always says this. He says they're making decisions in the rearview mirror. They're looking in the rearview mirror, trying to make decisions when they should be looking, forward. And we'll see what 2025 brings. I'm still
reactive.
Reactive. I still think we are not out of the woodwork when it comes to the economy, man. Everybody's hyping everything because the orange man has gotten in, but the problems that we have, I don't think they can be covered up a little bit or a little bit longer, but they can't be fixed. It's a difference between covering something up and fixing it.
Hey, I'll say one thing. I'm just gonna say this one thing. At any point, if they are giving you data that suggests that inflation is coming back, it's probably worse.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like if they're saying, hey, like just a little bit of inflation coming back, it's probably not good. Exactly. And a lot of the data has been trending in that direction. Piper's talked quite a bit about it. Job numbers weren't good. They came back and retroactively changed a lot of those numbers. They were 1 million off at one point. Like, they're not doing a great job, like you said, FD, with keeping track of this data. And our GDP is high because we're paying all these damn government employees, and y'all can't even do your damn job. Give us some good data. Yeah. You might keep your job. Elon might not come after you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Or whatever they called in there, man. They could just hire AI to do that, because the people they got in there is not doing. They're terrible at their job. So we'll see.
All right, Blood, I see you winding up, man. It almost looks like you're kind of like cranking this thing up and you're ready to just like, whoosh. What do you got, man? You think,
bro. Not only are they looking, this is crazy, bro. Not only are they administering policy, looking in the rear view is false data. It's like the Matrix. So they're using data that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
On top of looking at old data. It's a nightmare. So I don't know how they hold up with their game plan and their messaging to the financial world, that they have everything all together and figure it out. Because once the revisions come in, you gotta, people are gonna ask, well, so we've had these huge revisions. What's your explanation now? So you were making cuts because you thought interest rates were coming down, looking at lagged information. In a normal world, lagged correct or accurate information, but you're looking at lagged incorrect information. I just don't like in the Fed. They're useless. They're useless.
Yeah, what I foresee, Blood TradeFly, I foresee some problems happening in 2025 in the economy. Donald Trump blaming what's his name, Jerome Powell, and then they get into it, and sometimes and get fired.
He's going to blame Jerome Powell and ask him to lower interest rates faster.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. People don't may not understand that Trump's policies are weaker, creates a weaker dollar inherently. So he's a weaker dollar type of president. He's going to want weaker dollar. So yes, that's going to make the prices of Bitcoin and stocks go up higher. It's going to make the cost of things, goods and services go up higher as well. But you just better hope that it's going to make the delta between the stocks and crypto go up more than the cost of goods and services, which it will. But unfortunately, a lot of people will be left behind. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how Trump plays this, because he has some very creative ideas that he's throwing out there. Tariffs, right? Aggressive tariffs. Getting rid of federal tax income. That's another thing he's been floating out, because he feels like he may be able to get enough revenue from tariffs like we did in World War III. It's like before World War III, or World War III and before, we were getting all of our revenue generated from tariffs. People may not know that, but all of the United States revenue was generated, or 70-80% of it was from tariffs. So it sounds like he's trying to go back to that. And then right at 1913, they introduced the income tax. And then that's when things started shifting from getting your revenue from people trying to bring stuff in and people trying to take stuff out, to getting revenue from your own citizens, which in my opinion, it needs to swing back towards the middle. I think we're too heavy on taxing our citizens, and we need to swing it back to a middle ground where taxes are much less or even eliminated on the federal level, and we just have like a flat tax and higher tariffs. I think we can stimulate the economy by doing that. So if we can stimulate the economy with some of the creative things he's trying to do, reduce debt, get a lot of these, unnecessary jobs out the way, then I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be an experiment we haven't seen in either a long time or ever in our history. So I'm excited though. I'm looking for something different, bro. We've been doing the same shit over and over again. We need some change. We need some change.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. No doubt. No doubt about it. All right. Let's see here. What's up to a couple people in the chat here? We got All Set, Crypto Billion here. They're blowing the chat up. We love you guys. Thank you. Alex O's in here. Of course, Wick 589. And you know what? Retro Mike Tech dropped a super chat, man. I want to do something here. Let me I'm gonna pull up your channel real quick. Pull up your channel. Push some people your way, man, because he puts out some good content. If you guys are into mining, he's one of the smartest dudes in the space, if you guys don't know. Let's see. Retro Mike Tech. Let's pull him up here.
It was on X. I don't know if it was a TikTok or something. I don't know if he exactly did it, but it was like a mining rig full of cell phones that like mined a certain crypto. And today I think the total came up to like 5,000 or something after he mined so long. So yeah, if that was him, man, but he has a lot of things like that, but he does give you a lot of alpha when it comes to mining.
Yeah, he's wicked smart, man. Watch some of his content for sure. And then, of course, our guest today, we got Crypto Blood in the house. Go ahead and check him out on X. It's at CryptoBlood_. And on YouTube, you got at CryptoBlood. So get over there, like, subscribe, follow, do all those good things. Support our man for giving some time for us here over at the Crypto Nightcap. Show some love, show some appreciation. We would surely appreciate that. All right, let's go over to the market update. First thing we got here is the Fear and Greed Index. It's currently sitting at greed, and that is a score of 77. So we are pulling back just a little bit. Crypto bubbles, we'll take a look at those. And yeah, got a lot of green on the board. We got all green except for Algo. Very interesting. That's starting to pull back. But that did have quite a big move up. So, not super surprised to see a little bit of a cool off here. ENS, 51%. Ethereum name service. Okay, good to go there. All right. Hex is up 21%. What's up?
I said I've got a lot of those tokens.
Do you?
I didn't even know it was up that high. Yeah.
No, I don't got any of that. None. Zero.
Damn. Need to
Haven't
check
even
on that.
sniffed it.
Yeah. So I got those airdrops. So
Okay.
back in 17, I bought a lot of domain names. You're
one of those.
DNS domain names. Yeah, man. And I got dropped a whole bunch of those tokens.
Okay. Right on, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get a domain name right now. They want to charge me $2,000 for this domain name that no one is using. I'm like, ain't nobody using it. And I was like, oh, I'm good. I will figure out something else. Thank you. What else? We got Hex at 21.1%. Athena is at 21.8%. What else we got? Uni, there you go. We were talking about that. That's up 14%. ETC is up almost 14%. XLM is up 13.6%. Should have held on to that trade from yesterday. What was 70-some% would be like probably well over a couple 100% if we would have held on to it. Let's see. What else we got? Pyth is at 12.9, but I mean, it's green. It's green all over the board, man. A lot of other things are between 5-7%. Let's see. ADA is up 8.3%, so I'm guessing that's back up over $1. Just taking a guess. Let's see. We'll click it. Yep, $1.03. There you go. Let's go down to we'll call it the top 15 or so. We'll look at those, see if we've had any movement. And, yeah, let me see. No one's actually shuffled around. Let's see if we see any crazy prices here that, nothing too crazy. Let's look at the daily. Stellar's up 13.4%. So that was really a big move, for Stellar for the day. And then Cardano had a nice move, and Dogecoin and XRP, things that were, listed. They were listed on that ETF. Dogecoin, I think, was Doge on there? XRP was. All right. But Cardano was for sure. So there you go. Not too much going on in the top 15. We're not going to beat that up because I think we're running maybe a little bit behind. All right. So 3-day liquidation heat map. You guys know I love this here. You can see, look, check it out. Trend's going up. You saw liquidity is up in here, and really you can see some of this liquidity was here before the move, right? So understand that, like, you got to kind of look to see where it's building up. Like, this probably built up, the majority of this built up after these rejections right here. You got some rejections and liquidity was coming in. They were taking some leverage short positions right here, and then they got wrecked because they thought they were, short in the top, we'll say. All right, so they thought it was going to bend over, but really what you got to look at is this trend, right? This is, I tell you guys this all the time. If you see the price starting to trend in a direction and then you see liquidity above it, it's probably going to go get that liquidity more times than not. And then, I wouldn't have played this either. Like, just thinking about these people that are right here getting wrecked, check it out. You got a reversal, all right, pretty clean. All right, you have a area of resistance. It breaks that area of resistance. Don't start going short. That's silliness. All right, that's crazy business when you have a reversal and trend, on a smaller time frame, we'll say, but still, it's a reversal and trend, right? This is a tried and true played method that people use, is that you'll get that recovery, they wait for it to break the area of resistance here. Once it breaks, they go long, not short. All right, so crazy people, not really sure what you're doing here. Not great traders, I guess. All right, so let's go over to Bitcoin. Let's see where we got liquidity. 97.6 and about 90,000. So 97 and about 90,000. We'll remember those two numbers. So 97.6, that is in play. We break this little trend line right here. You can see we got rejected over that, and it's trying to work its way over it right now. Let's go to the 4 hour, see a little bit more detail here, because pretty much everything we've been looking at has played out pretty well. All right, so here's the top of the channel. You guys know we've been talking about that for a long time. And then, of course, this trend line, it was riding that up on its way up. Once it took off, it came down, retest, broke down. Now here we are again, and it looks like it's, once the active resistance is kind of getting on the top side here, it's really just like right over top of it. So that's kind of hard to say. But, I mean, we get on top of this trend line, then the obvious area for me to call is the value area high. Followed by the all-time high. All right, so that's what I'll be looking for if you get a break of this area. It looks like it's trying to, honestly. Let's open up the oscillator here. It is starting to, it's still going up and right, but it looks like it wants to bend over just a little bit here. But all in all, trend is showing us up and right, coming off of this move, off this area of support. Again, you got pretty much 3 levels of support underneath of our latest bounce, right? So right under about 90,800, you got the value area low, you got the dynamic reactor all acting as support underneath of you. Your range goes down to about 89.6, right? So That covers the liquidity down there, which there wasn't a lot. So I don't know if that's really going to be a driving factor for price action, to be honest with you. I think the liquidity to the top side is the one we're going to keep an eye on right now. So oscillator looks good. Let's look at the daily, see what it's doing. And that looks like it's bending back up. All right, so it's had an opportunity to reset. If you really look at it, it's resetting. And look at the trend. I talk to you guys about this all the time. Look at the trend here. Let me go ahead and draw it from here to here. Oh, it's not cooperating. Why would it? There you go. Look at how it's trending up and right? So we're still building strength going into this area. So this right here is a really nice play. But we're past that. We've already, either you jumped on it or you didn't. Not sure. Let me know in the chat if you did. We've been talking about that channel quite a bit. If you jumped on that trade right there coming off the channel, a little bounce there, let me know. But yeah, I think my bias right now, that's a pretty strong move off of that area. My bias would probably be, unless nothing else like happens, I would say if nothing happens, then we go back up and retest these areas up here. So I think 98.4 is probably in play, would be my guess. And that's just a quick look at Bitcoin on the daily and the 4 hour. Nothing too earth shattering, and we could be establishing a range again. Bitcoin has been notorious for that here recently. And this was a crazy range. You don't really, that's different. This went for what, like 6 months? But here we get a nice move up, range up, range up. So, we could be kind of keeping those kind of moves, right? Here you go. Off the bear market lows. Up, range, boom, up, range, up, range. If you draw a line here, look at this. Like, look how it just kind of followed that up. And you can see the dynamic reactor. Look at how well that held up, especially on the daily, right? You got 1, 2, 3. It took 4 times before it actually broke below, and it really didn't stay below long there. Went up, broke below again, and you kind of like, oh boy, you get a little worried getting under the dynamic reactor, but here we go again, man. Just breaking away from the dynamic reactor. So would not be surprised to see that continue the trend. It's really hard to fight against this right now because the trend is your friend till the end, right? And so until really the crazy part about this for me is the channel that I'm looking at, right? Especially if we go to the weekly, let's say that realistically, even if it were to pull back something fierce, 57K, that's the bottom side. And we haven't had a weekly close under that since February of 24. All right. So the majority of the year, I think what makes more sense to me if we did have a pullback is just looking at this horizontal, which is the old all-time high. All right. You see right here, resistance, also meets the median, also meets this trend line, also meets the dynamic reactor. If we got a weird kind of pullback, not saying this is going to happen, but if we got a weird kind of pullback, this is when I say position yourselves. All right. There's no harm in putting an alert here. As you can see, I already have an alert set up at about 73.8. And, this has been some of my best plays recently, is that I'll find these significant areas of price action and I'll put a limit order and I'll just let it sit. And if it gets triggered, it gets triggered. If it doesn't, no big deal.
Just imagine if Bitcoin does between, I told you, I think on my show, TradeFly, I think it's going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news event. We'll run up until January 20th, the inauguration.
Yeah, you did say that.
It's official. And we'll get a little market sell off. Nothing probably major, but 20, probably maybe to your range, about $80,000. I could see Bitcoin bouncing to. But just imagine if we go there. Where do you think MicroStrategy stock is going to be? If it went down 30% over Bitcoin going down 5%.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I got one for it. I got one for it. Here it is.
Calling the airstrike. Exactly. Calling the airstrike. It's over.
Let me add a little a confluence to what I'm looking at right now too.
Some profits on that MicroStrategy, ladies and gentlemen. That's all Blood is saying. Take a little off the table.
He's got conviction. He's got conviction, man. Let me add some confluence to the area at around 74,000. Okay, around 74,000. You also have the 0.5 fib. So if you take the low to the high, just assuming that that's the pivot point, we're just making an assumption. You also got the 0.5 fib. That's traditionally a great area to see a bounce. So, just adding a little confluence there. Again, I would say there's not much to write home about time now. So it's one of those times where you can just sit back, look at the charts and be like, all right, where can price action come to me? And, find myself a better entry, thinking that I might have missed this move, because that happens a lot, man. When Bitcoin was at 73K, I still had conviction. It might have been 69K, but when it was up around 70,000, I still had conviction that we had to come back to 50. And that was because there was a lot of liquidity sitting down there. It also kept bullish structure. It shook people out, and it gave institutions an opportunity to buy more Bitcoin at a lower price. So for me, I was like, I'm taking all of that data and saying, all right, you know what? I think that 50,000 makes a lot of sense. And that's where I sat an entry at. And, looking at this now, this is another place to me that makes a lot of sense. There's 4 pieces of confluence lining up in one spot. So it may hold up, it may not, but I think for me, that's where I'm going to go ahead and put a limit order and, stop talking about it. I'm just going to do it. All right. So then we shall wait. See if TradeFly is the smartest guy in the world again. We'll see. But I'm going to pass it over to who wants to go? FD, Blood, who's got some stuff they want to look at?
No, it's the holidays, man. I ain't doing no charting. I'm talking shit all night. I ain't doing no charting, buddy. I'm here to talk shit and smoke cigars. Listen, I see you guys' thumbnail. You guys got cigars in your hands. You got your whiskey, your old fashions, and I don't never see that shit on the show. I need you guys to start bringing your vices to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Tell them in the chat room, bring your vices to the show.
I may take a shot of some MCT oil, man, on this live stream, man.
Oh my god. Hey, so there you go. I'm gonna drop something on you. I'm gonna bring a drink to market, dude. I can't tell you all the details, but it is gonna be crypto focused. We'll say. So I'm excited, man. I'm gonna be going after the crypto market, and I'll have to send you guys some once we get some real samples. Right now we got some stuff that we're testing. We're gonna see how it tastes, if it's any good, and we'll go from there. But I think it's gonna be cool, man. I'm excited. I'm excited.
What would Bitcoin taste like?
Delicious.
I'm asking both of you.
What
flavor?
Apple
Bitcoin.
spice.
It has to be like an orange. It has to be like an orange slice, right?
Type of slice, yeah, some type of
An
slice.
orange slice of heaven.
Yeah, like an orange.
I do have a name. I'll give you a name. This is as much as I can give you guys right now. There's one of the names for one of the drinks is going to be called Hodlberry. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
Hodlberry. There it is. There it is, man. I thought of that on myself.
What would Hex taste like? Shit. Shout out to my Hexagons. I'm literally just playing with you.
Good Lord. Blood is on one tonight, man. Good.
I miss Richard Hart, man. I'm not gonna lie. We need Richard Hart back in the space, man. We need him back. It's a little bland out here right now. We need Richard Hart.
It is a little bland.
Richard,
where
we had Ben and BitBoy when he was doing all his stuff, man. It was like some drama in this. There's no drama in the space right now, man. Everybody's just happy and making money. Nobody's arguing, and like,
where in the world is Richard San Diego? Where is he?
No, I like Richard, man. I like Richard.
Where is he?
But
he's hiding, boy. He's hiding.
Yeah, he's hiding.
He don't want to be in the. He don't want to be in the light.
You don't hide if you're not guilty.
You know that you. Come on.
You
know.
What'd you say, FD?
I said he's waiting for Gary Gensler to get out of there, and then I think he'll be back.
So, do you think that he'll be Gucci once Gary's out? You think everything will be dropped like they did Trump?
I think everybody has a clean slate. To be honest, I think everybody in
Okay.
crypto is gonna have a clean slate from there, from January on.
Okay.
He gonna be Gucci with the coochie, huh?
Gucci with the coochie. Round of applause.
There it is.
Better
All
get you
right.
some. By the way, that's just a little birdie.
Little birdie. All right. Noted.
Um,
I'm gonna have to jump on it. Y'all went for a big run, man. Y'all's market cap like shot up, and like people were talking
5
about
million.
it. Yeah, there was one point like it shot up, and they're like, "You should get some." And I was like, "We'll pump the brakes right now. That's a quick that's a quick move."
Problem is, we had some. I'll tell you guys offline what happened, but we're about to revise it. We're about to revive it.
Okay.
Yep.
Right on. I haven't really followed it all that much, man. So yeah, we'll talk offline. That'd be cool. But cool. FD, man, you want to do a quick round of TA, and then we'll wrap this up.
Yeah, really.
Get out of here.
Kids is upstairs doing backwards flips, and my wife thinking she about to take a nap with them kids running around, but I don't know about that. So I was looking at Bitcoin, kind of like the same thing you were looking at, but I had this trend line, and I was using this trend line sort of like a moving average, and you know, sometimes those moving averages, the price action comes back to it. So I pulled it all the way from Thursday, October 3rd, and then we had a lot of touches around those days. Then we came around 16th, 17th, 18th, and then we almost got back up to it on the 29th, and then we dropped down, but then we finally got back above it. So all I did was we were right here, and I just basically just extrapolated it all the way up to where we are today. So I was looking. I'm gonna show you two ways that I was looking at this this Bitcoin chart. So this first one, I was like, okay, we're holding this trend line, got up to the top. This was our all-time high at about 99,500, 99,500. And then we lost the trend. So I said, okay, I'm gonna sit back for a few days and see what happens. Once we reclaim, then I'll like it to get back to the top. So we reclaimed, and we're holding this trend line, this upper slope trend line again. So I'm pretty much banking on us to go back up to that all-time high. And if you look at this other chart that I have here, this is the one that I've been looking at, and the one that I've been showing on the Nightcap for the past few weeks. And I mean, we played out perfectly. So this is kind of like that same trend line, but I just pulled it to make it shorter. And then we had something like a broadening wedge, and we lost it. But then I saw this divergence. If you go to the RSI, it's just a simple little trick that I like to use sometimes. You know, a lot of traders use this divergence. So on the 4-hour, we had the RSI going up, and then we had the price going down. So I'm like, okay, 4-hour bullish divergence. This is probably going to be a bottom here at about that $90,000 or $91,000 level. Got a nice bounce above there, and we reclaimed this line. And that same line, this is the same line I showed you from that first chart. And we also have some resistance coming in from over here. We touched it November 20th last week, and then we had some around here. What day was this? On the 25th. And this is when we lost it. So I said, once we reclaim this, where this red line and this upper slope trend line meet, if we can reclaim that and hold that, which is coming in at about 95,500, I think we'll be looking pretty good. So I think we do have ways to go up. So we probably will, come back up and touch this 99.5K level. But I'm thinking we're probably going to get back up to about 105. And I've been saying 105 to 107 for like the past week or so. If you've been watching the Nightcap, my target has been 105 to 107. I thought we were going to shoot up to the 105, 107 fairly quick. We didn't. So I think this reclaim of this area is probably going to take us up to this 105 to $107 area, which would be the top side of this broadening wedge pattern. And hopefully we just got to once we get past that, we'll just have to get past this, this $98,000, $99,000 level. But I think once we start retesting that, hopefully we can blast through there and finally hit 100K. Because it seemed like somebody's teasing us. They were teasing us, right? We were right there. I mean, we were right on the edge.
But no cigar.
No close, yep. No cigar, man. So I think next we get up there, I think we'll do it.
It did not surprise me, not the least, that people started exiting before 100K. Like, not even little. I thought 99.5, 99.6 was that area. 99.8's where we made it.
Bro, that's a huge psychological whole number.
Huge. Yeah. So, and I mean, if you're smart and you got a lot of money invested and you want to take profits, Like the smart thing to do is beat that psychological number. Like and you do it all the time as a trader. There's many times where something goes around, we'll say $20 or $10.
But for some reason, the more zeros there are, though, it adds to it, though. It adds to that wall of uncertainty. So having those 5 zeros, bro. Think about it. What other asset classes assets have you seen at a price at $100,000? There's not many. I think Berkshire Hathaway might be what? I don't know what they're priced at right now. There aren't many stocks priced at that level. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And as everybody in the chat loves, it's banana land. So cool. All right. Well, guys, I think we're about to wrap this up. Blood, we appreciate you, man. You brought some fun to the show tonight. It was good.
Oh,
definitely enjoyed it.
Bring me on this. You already know what time it is.
Stirring the pot. So
you know it.
Cool. All right, FD, man. You got anything for the people on the way out?
So this is the last stream of the week, right? We're done after today.
Yeah. We're gonna take Thanksgiving off. If I get bored and actually get some sleep, I might pop on at some point, maybe look at some trades or something like that. But other than that, there's no planned stream for tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
Berkshire, just really quickly, Berkshire is not even at it is. It's at 723,000. So it's going through that $100,000.
They can't have that many. That's a lot of shares. I mean, that's expensive. Like, what's the market cap?
They don't have a lot of shares outstanding. 1 trillion.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty big. But yeah, I don't have any
Class A shares.
Class A. Okay. Just everybody have a happy holiday, man, and eat good. Talk to family, and get ready to answer crypto questions, and where the I told you so. I should have had some I told you so shirts for the community, man. Maybe next year if we're at like 200.
Well, you guys got to go buy you some. I got sweaters, Christmas sweaters out. So go get you a Christmas sweaters. Got like 9 different current cryptocurrencies. It's a Bitcoin Christmas. It's a Pump.Fun Christmas, Ether, Hex. I even got my Hex people. Round of applause. I'm looking out for y'all. I know you guys still exist, so I had to get a sweater made. But I'll drop a link in the chat room so you guys go check that out. Go cop a holiday sweater from Crypto Blood.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll jump on that. Let me know. All right, cool. Blood, my man. You got anything for the people on the way out? Thank you for being here, by the way. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
Doubt. Yeah, absolutely. Always have a pleasure and have fun coming on with you guys. For me, man, hey, I'm just relaxing for the rest of the night. Watch a little YouTube. Check on my trades. Make sure they're looking good. Right now, we are. I don't know why my internet that was weird. Let me see if I can hop over and see what trades I'm in really quickly before we get out of here. I am in 5 trades, 3 of them long, 2 short. So kind of a mixed bag right now, but I am predominantly long right now. So we're just watching the markets. I'll be maintaining the trades and see what happens. Again, I won't be streaming tomorrow, but probably have some content come out tomorrow. Just won't be a live stream.
Right on. Yeah, let's I guess we'll have to wrap it up with the daily Degen. I got bad news for you guys. It is not looking good. We're getting wrecked right now. Thankfully it's only $11, so TradeFly will be okay. He'll eat just fine tomorrow. Don't worry about it. We're down 46%, man. That's what happens when you go Degen.
So you guys close the trades at the end of the show? Is that how it works?
Mostly, yeah. If I look at it at the end of the show and I think there's hope for it going up, I honestly don't like this setup. Just a quick look at it. We are under the moving average. We're trending down. That's not something I want to play with because that could get ugly quick. So for me, I will close the trade today. If I look at these sometimes and I'm like, hey, there's some hope. Like if I looked at this and I saw this trend, maintaining, but right now we got rejected off of it. I don't really like that setup personally for this particular token. for sand at least. So I would have to look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's daddy. It drives the market, of course. But yeah, I'm just not staying in this one. So yeah. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and wrap this up here, fam. We definitely appreciate all of you coming on tonight. And like FD said, I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Of course, spread the good word of Bitcoin. You know, help it grow. Actually, I'm not going to say a word to anyone. I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't saying nothing because I don't want to get people, oh, you said to invest in Bitcoin at $90-some thousand, and then it pulls back. And I'm just like, you know, sorry. But yeah, DCA is the way, baby. We're going to get out of here. We love you guys. Thanks for being in the chat. Hope everyone has a great night, great Thanksgiving, and we're out for the night. Trade safe, be safe. Talk to you on Monday. We're out.
Go, even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change.